All right, welcome back to Fantasy Faves. I'm joined here with my dog, Happy. Hey, Happy, say hi. Hi. Mwah. All right, so let's get into the results of Week 3 in the NFL NCAA Fantasy Faves. Got my Jaguars hat on here. They actually are not in last place anymore. We have a new last place in the league. There's nothing up there, Happy, so I don't know what you're looking for. But I already had dinner. Happy, come on down. All right. So we're going to get right into the results here. The Kansas City Chiefs played the Seattle Seahawks. This was one of the better games of the weekend in that I mistakenly picked Seattle, and the Chiefs surprised me. I didn't think they could handle. I just didn't think their defense was doing too hot, and so I went ahead and stuck with. There we go. Not gonna work. I went ahead and picked Seattle to win, and they actually both of them won their games. But in the tiebreaker, the team that scores, the team that allows the least amount of points wins, and the Chiefs only allowed 6 points to the Jets. So congrats to the Chiefs. They kept losing all these games by tiebreaker, and finally they actually win one on tiebreaker. So Chiefs go to 1-2, Seattle falls to 1-2, and Chiefs win that game. Next up, we had the Rams taking on the Tennessee Titans, which was also interesting in that I was forced to sit there and have to watch a Tennessee game, which I would rather be watching a Chiefs game. However, the Chiefs were on at 1, so I ended up getting stuck with watching the Oakland versus Tennessee game. That sucked, because then I have to go to bed for work and miss pretty much the 1 o'clock games. The Rams actually won their game. Tennessee lost, so that's straight up. Rams win. They move on to 2-1. Tennessee falls to 1-2 on the year. Next up, we had the Saints versus Jaguars, which held up. What are you eating, dude? Seriously? Oh, you're trying to get a cheese cracker. Okay. All right. Knock yourself out. Okay. So let's see. Oh, the Saints Jaguars kind of held up the festivities in that the Saints had the results, I should say, not the festivities, but they Happy. Take that cracker, and we're gonna put you down on the ground. How about that? There you go. Why don't you go eat on the ground where you're supposed to eat? Um, the Saints played Monday night, and their defense looks terrible. I mean, I didn't see the game, but I heard some of it on the radio. I don't know how you let a team score 45 points in the NFL on you. But that's the Saints. So they're in the cellar. They're 0-3. They're the only team that has 3 losses. Jaguars moved out of the cellar, so now they've got a win under their belts. 1-2 goes to Jags, and 0-3 goes to Saints. So then we got some of the college matchups. We had Florida State going up against Michigan, the Wolverines. Michigan and Florida State won. However, Michigan allowed less points than Florida State did, which is kind of surprising because Michigan was playing a tougher team, I think. They played Penn State, and then the Seminoles played USF, so go figure. But the Wolverines are still on top. They're 3-0, and Florida State's dropped to 1-2. Then you have the Huskies versus the Bruins. The Huskies, that one kind of scared me because I did pick the Huskies. That's the team I chose to go all the way to be in the Final Four and then to beat the Chiefs at the end. So that game actually went to overtime. They played Arizona. They pulled out a win. And then, unfortunately for the Bruins, I thought they were going to win that game, and then they choked hardcore to Stanford, allowing Stanford an offensive score and a defensive score in like the last minute. So that was crazy. So Bruins lose, Huskies win. Huskies are 2-1. Bruins are also 2-1. Next up was another shocker in LSU versus Missouri. On my paperwork here, I believe I chose LSU, but when I posted onto my Instagram account, I believe I picked Mizzou. I think I switched my mind because they were playing Delaware State, and I figured that would be an easy win. I think they played Delaware State. That's what it looked like. That's the team that they played. They killed them like 79-0 or something crazy like that. So congrats to Mizzou. LSU had a wild finish, and they were saying, I did watch a little bit of College Game Day, and they were saying that the team that loses, they're probably going to fire their coach. And sure enough, it went down to like the last second, and they thought they scored, and LSU was all excited, and then turns out they didn't snap the ball in time, so they gave the win to Auburn, and Les Miles, their head coach, gets canned. So congrats to Ed Ogeron as the interim head coach at LSU. Let's get some wins, please. So you lost. Missouri won, and LSU falls to 2-1 in my league, and Missouri is now 2-1 as well. So let's go to the power rankings real quick. We have Michigan holding steady at number 1. The Washington Huskies moved up 2 spots to 2. The LA Rams had the biggest jump of the week. They went from 10 to 3, so they went up 7 spots. UCLA fell 1 spot to number 4. LSU 5, Missouri 6, which that's odd. I'm going to switch that up. We got Missouri. They're both 2-1, right? All right, they're both 2-1. Well, they just played the head-to-head, right? So I'm still going to leave. Okay, I'm going to leave in the power rankings. I'm going to leave LSU at number 5 and Missouri at 6. Even though in my fantasy league, Mizzou just beat them. But LSU, you had a hard week, so I'm going to leave you alone. I'm going to leave you at 5 and see if you can redeem yourself. Dude, you already had one. You want another one? All right. There you go. Go get it. No, you want the one on the table? Here. Go down. There you go.